Hi everyone. So for my game and showcase, I will be showing off what I've been working on. So for starters, I have these platforms because I am making a platformer shooter. So they are interactable. They will change colors as you jump on them, or change the material of the block as you jump on them. Um, and they will only change the material when you jump on them or touch them or anything like that. They will not change materials if you try and shoot them, which is something else I have also been working on, and that is hit scan projectiles. So as you can see here, whenever I click the shoot button, it shows a line trace, and that line trace hits an object. Um, and essentially, what it does is it spawns the line traces from my camera, and it goes directly to that location where I clicked at. And then once it detects that it hits something, it spawns a projectile that is at that location, um, and essentially adds like damage effect to anything that can be damaged. So up here, for example, I have a target, and this target can be damaged once I shoot it. And once I do shoot it, then it does like fracture and break apart and everything like that. Um, so yeah, so the blueprints for this platform is pretty self-explanatory. Once you touch it, it just changes color. This just ensures right now that it is only the character that is touching it, not like a projectile or anything like that. So then we go over here. This is the line trace, all of this right here. All of this down here is the original. So like every time you click the shoot button, this is what usually triggers the event, and that's what all this is. So obviously, like you didn't hear a sound or didn't see like any animation or anything like that. That's because that's sound is being played right there and animation is being played right there, which it is not hooked up at the moment. But this line trace, all it pretty much does is get a vector and shoots it out directly where from the camera position to wherever you're clicking. And then from that position, it forms a line, and the line starts out as a red line, and then once it detects whenever it hits an object, then it turns into a green line afterwards to continue where the line trace would have kept on going, or the projectile would have kept on going if there wasn't like anything blocking its path. And then all this does here is this spawns a projectile as you hit like an object. So then this is the actual projectile right here. And essentially all it's doing is it has a little bit of a delay for whenever it hits. The reason for that is because it gets really funky whenever it's at 0 and it's instantaneous. It does work sometimes and it doesn't work other times. Um, but essentially all this does is once it like the actual projectile spawns, it sets up like a force on the area. It determines the like radius of the sphere, like of the impact force, and sets it off. And if it takes enough, or sorry, once it's finished, then it destroys the actor because you don't want the projectile to be, actually like sitting there for quite a long time because that'll be really annoying for processing time. But yeah, that is essentially it.